Okay, I guess we'll start out here. Good softball game. Credit Kansas. They're out there fighting. Their fight was really good, and I know it's tough when you're down to the last part of this. So, but just excited about our team. I knew this was going to be a tough day. I didn't anticipate that all we've gone through the last couple of weekends that it was just going to be an easy day. I figured that we were going to have to really make some plays. We were going to be tested, and I think we got all of that. Thought that Kelly was really good. Made a couple of pitches there that I know that she'd like to have back late, but she got out of it. Does what an All-American does, and so credit her. Obviously, the play of the game in my mind was Chelsea's play, just going home. So really cool. She's really grown here, and I think as that play is kind of what we needed at that time, and I think this team just got pretty pumped up, and I was pumped. I guess I hugged her so hard she bit her lip. So, I just get kind of choked up because of everything that this kid's been through. She is exactly what our standard is. She lives it. She breathes it. She sleeps it. She eats it. I mean, she loves it here. She loves OSU. She loves this program, and it's kind of a cool deal to see her be able to do this kind of stuff on this stage. So I'm done.
Did you kind of prop her at third base, or did she read that?
No, it's all on her. I just tell them to keep their head up and pay attention. And she didn't go back, and then when she took off, I was like, uh-oh.
He started to walk up to me, and then
Yeah.
I felt him kind of back off because he saw what I was
Yeah.
doing. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Thank you,
Yeah.
give me my room."
Yeah. So really cool, and she, you don't just kind of wake up and know that you're gonna make that happen. You're already thinking that when you're coming around. So credit her. She made that happen. I've been talking to our team about taking it, and she took it there, and that was really cool.
Chelsea, what did you see in that moment? What made you know it was time to go?
Yeah, I mean, you're always looking to score. That's what I love to do when I'm on the bases. So I was just trying to get home, and so as soon as I saw that pitcher turn her back, after they threw it back to her, that catcher also took her mid off, and so she was kind of walking away, not really paying attention to me. But as soon as she took that glove off, I just went because I was already kind of inching towards home. So that was kind of my green light to just full send and take it. And by the time they looked up, I got my speed, so it got me in there.
I think you had Miranda waiting for you at home plate, Kylie, Cheyenne. What was that like? I mean, coming home, you said you had to go get a run there. What was that welcome like when you got there?
Yeah, I mean, we're in a tough part of our season. Once you get to postseason, every game is a big game, and you're just chipping away and fighting for what you can get. So we know runs are big, and doesn't matter who we're playing. So we're always trying to get runs. So adding another one to the board, they were pumped. Half of them were asking me what happened because they kind of turned their back on that play, like a lot of people did. They thought it was over. So, but no, they're excited, and so doing what I can to help this team and feeling that energy and sparking that energy is what I love to do. So it was a great feeling coming into them.
When you were running home, did you think you might be safe? Were you pretty confident you'd be safe? Did you think it was close? What were you kind of thinking when you bolted?
I was pretty confident I was going to be safe. I felt like I had it easy. So like I said, as soon as that catcher took his glove off, I knew I could beat the pitcher to the plate. So I just went for it. So that's part of what I've learned to do here, just trust my speed and my instinct. And so I love to just run and just kind of let go, and that's what I did there. So I just went for it.
As a whole, the team, I was looking at the numbers, base running has been really efficient, stealing bases, all that. Is that something you're going to emphasize more in the postseason?
Well, I mean, I think the game dictates what you're going to do. And I didn't want to waste any time with Kylie when she got that walk. She's a kid that kind of feeds off of her own energy and good things. She needs some positive things to kind of happen. She's searching, she's working, she's frustrated, she's irritated. It's everything. And I'm like, hey, she had a really good at bat. She didn't swing at anything that she shouldn't. Felt like she was under control. And then I wanted her to give us that spark because she was in the moment. And That's why I gave her the steal on the first pitch, and it just, you know, it was a little closer than what I'd hoped. But we just got to figure each game, and we're going to play game by game here and see what the game brings to us, and then how we're going to attack. So just trying to make some things happen.
How special was Kelly today?
Yeah, really good. I mean, we needed this outing, and we needed, you know, I think everybody looks at our last 5 games. We do too. And then, you know, to just know it was kind of it wasn't a must-win game, and we're a postseason team, but like, if we want to do the things that we want to do, we need to get back on the winning side. And so you give the ball to your number one, and you know, she delivered. She pretty much dominated the whole game, you know, and I don't think she was actually sharp here today. I know John was kind of irritated with a couple pitches that she left over the plate, which is not like her. So, you know, it's hot out there. It's like our weather just went from like cool to hot, like in like 3 days. And so it's, I think everybody is kind of adjusting to that. So this is good. This is what we need. And it's good to have a kid like Kelly to give the ball to and say, hey, I'll see you when it's over.
Was there discussion to maybe save her for tomorrow's game? Kind of what is your mindset on that?
No, there was no discussion. I guess that John and I talked, but I just told him, I said, hey, I want to go to Kelly. And he goes, yeah, I do too. And I'm like, okay, done deal. So, you know, this was the most important game of the whole year. Like, tomorrow will now become the most important game. And so we're going to do everything that we can to win that game. We'll go back to the hotel, watch Texas play in this heat, get some food in us, rest and hydrate, and be back out here. It's Texas and Texas Tech. I shouldn't say that. We'll watch that game.
2 runs today. You kind of been in maybe a little bit of a funk, 1-2 run games for these past 5 games. Did you think the offense was any better today, or is it kind of same old?
I did. I actually thought we were better today. You know, Busby hit 2 balls really hard. They got caught, right? Shy hit that ball to short. Their shortstop made a nice play. You know, we had some way better at-bats. I think we may have struck out once, had some walks. Yeah, it was you. Or maybe it's twice, because I think we actually had 2 that I forgot about that. So 2. Nice work. But I felt better today. I think we have been pressing just a hair, and I felt we would probably press here today, trying to get them to just stay in the moment. But I thought we came out okay, and I liked what I saw. We had runners on, we had things going. We just didn't get a bunch of big hits to really blow it open. So that will come if we stay true to what we're trying to do. That stuff will come if we try to get out of our work that we've been putting in. Then we'll be right back to where we've been. So feel pretty good.
Kenny, you talked earlier this year about how you're kind of the people person of the staff. How much has that part of you been activated over this last stretch when you do have people like Kylie or Haley that are struggling and you're trying to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably tired of me, to be honest. You know, I don't know, but I love these kids, and so I hate, like, it's like I'm like a parent in a way to these kids. You know what I mean? It's kind of what coaching is. So like, I you know, like when you're like any parent, you have blinders on, bad, and I get blinders with these kids too. You know what I mean? I give them chances. Sometimes I'm give them too much. I need to give them more tough love at times, but I've just been the same old me. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to be anyone else. I can't be. I've had some irritation though. I mean, I have, and that's normal when you're going through all this. So it's me to stay upbeat, to keep these guys focused on the task at hand, and then finally just to, like, kids like this, to keep them in the moment. That's been the biggest thing I've been struggling with, is some of our older kids, like an Ellish and a Pennington and a Alexander and a Richburg and Busby. These kids that have had these kids that have had this free year, in a way. I think it would be easy to think that it's just going to be easy. Oh my gosh, a 5th year, like, how good are these guys going to be? But, you know, we got kids getting engaged over here. We got, you know, and others that are thinking about jobs and things like that. There's just a lot more on them than there's ever been, and with NIL and all the stuff that's out in front of them, it's been a really tough road, and an enjoyable road, but it's been tough. It's probably been one of my hardest coaching jobs, to be very honest.